Alrighty guys, I'm Casey, welcome back to some Foolcraft. It looks like it's the night time, of course it is. Because why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? I've been busy between episodes guys, I know it's been about a week since an episode, but we're back to episodes every other day on this now. And I want to show you what I've done. So, first of all, we had this farm set up last episode. And we had these farms. These farms look a little bit different. I put these fences around them. And the vast majority of them are actually planted. We've got some seeds not quite planted in this area yet, but we'll get there. So all of these farms are now fully planted and are producing stuff, which is good. These actually have produced a lot more from the last time when I was here, like so. Okay, but as you can see, we're still running out a little bit of RF. You may notice we've got windmills here, and I wanted to make a couple of these windmills with you, but we're going to do that in a later episode. This episode I want to focus on AE2. I want to get us an applied logistics system sorted out, but you can see I want to put another one there, and we'll do that. Maybe we'll put one on here, possibly here, and here. You know, renewable power and everything. But we'll get into those a little bit later on. I think they'll look really cool on these. But this episode, I want to get into applied logistics. And the last episode, we made up a bunch of stuff. I've got almost everything that I'm going to need here. I think, anyway. The first thing that we need to do is we need to take some of these printed circuits, and we need to make them into their counterparts, which is, I can't quite remember what the counterpart is called. Let's have a little look. I think it's called the process. We need to turn the circuit into the processor, yeah. And you do that just by simply taking the logic circuit, which I showed you how to make last episode, the silicon, which again I showed you how to make last episode, and the circuit, redstone, and this all in here. And we got to do that with all of these, so this is going to take me a while. But I'm going to get to this, I'm going to do this, and then when I've done it, I'll bring you guys back. Well, I'm just making up the last ones, and I made up 3 more of these printed circuits, these logic processors, because I completely forgot about the terminal. I got all the materials for everything else apart from the terminal. Like an idiot, I forgot about the terminal. So, let's just grab these back. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to create what's called a controller. We're going to type in me controller or me controller. And it's this thing here, which should probably be in a crafting table when I do this. And this is 4 pure flux crystals. I've shown you how to get these in the last episode, but we'll go over them one more time. It's just flux dust and red sand put into this photogenic isolator. And what else does that requires? Glowstone, doesn't it? I need some of those. Where's my glowstone? I know I've got some. Here we go. Okay. There we go. Because we're going to need some of them for a little bit later on. So, let's get ourselves this ME controller. And this is the heart of our computer. This is the heart of our applied logistics system. And we're going to pop it right there. You know what? I'm not sure I like it there. But it'll do. It'll do for now. This isn't supposed to be perfect. This is supposed to be very temporary. Okay. So the next one is called the ME drive. Okay. Which is this thing here. And we're going to need some of these glass cables, which means we're going to need some of these. So we'll grab ourselves 6 of those. And grab ourselves 1 set of those. And make ourselves the ME drive. And this is like the hard drive tower of your PC. It holds these storage devices, okay? And the next thing we're going to need is we are going to need some storage. Okay, so 1K storage. You see these things? This is what we're going to make up. We are going to make up 30 of these. And then we are going to go ahead and do the next one, which I cannot remember what was. I think it's the 4K storage. Yes, here it is. Ooh. I didn't actually realize they required a calculation processor. Ooh. Made a small mistake there. But I definitely want them, which means I'm going to need to make some more of these calculation processors. I'm going to need to make 10 of these, actually, it looks like. Yes, and then I'm going to need some quartz glass. Which means I've got to go to the nether. I've got to get some quartz together. Because I don't think I have the required quartz to do this. I don't even think I have the required necessary... Oh, and these are going to take so long to do. Maybe we just start with 1K storage. Maybe that's probably the way to go. Which means I do need some quartz glass, I need some iron, I need some redstone. Okay, so I've got the redstone here. And the iron is not a problem. I should actually have plenty of iron in here. Yeah. Okay. So, it's just the quartz that I need. So I'm going to go to the nether. I'm going to get myself a bunch of quartz. Oh, one more thing I want to show you. I got myself a silk touch pickaxe. And the reason I got this was because I was mining these. And what did I need the 16 pure citrus quartz for? Did I get those in preparation for this? I think I did, you know. Because we've got this. Let's move on to the terminal. So, we want to make what's called a crafting terminal. Which is not here. Oh, that's because I've typed in crafting terminal. So this is what we want to make, okay? So we need to make ourselves a crafting table, which should be relatively easy. I actually just saw one. Okay. So we got the crafting table. We next need to make ourselves a calculation process. It looks like I actually did take the initiative and get the right amount of pure citrus quartz. Okay. I can never remember which press does which. Nope. Is it this one? Yes. Okay, so we need some silicon. Which means I'm going to need some more sand. Grab that sand. Yep, cool. Put that sand through there. Looks like I didn't make enough silicon. But that's okay. It's okay. We can work this out. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so we need... I think it's just one of these, didn't we, for this? So if we do that, make ourselves a silicon press. I may have to go and get some redstone. Put that in, and then... Oh yeah, of course. That we just took out. This makes us our calculation process. Okay, so the question is, do we have everything to make our crafting terminal? Now, I need to make an annihilation core, which means I need some nether quartz and some flux dust. Okay. Do I have any nether quartz around? Would be lovely if I did. Yes, I do. And we could just take some of these flux crystals and I could pulverize these, right? And we'll just pulverize two. Get ourselves that flux dust. The illumination panel needs quartz glass. Okay. So let's grab ourselves some glass and make ourselves some quartz glass. I think this is actually very cheap, to be honest with you. No, it actually needs to be crushed quartz. Okay. Let's do 8 of those. And we can get this done. Okay. So don't do that. So we just need this. Okay. We make the formation core. Make ourselves the annihilation core. And I think that requires that we've got that. We just need this illumination panel. So I need some glowstone. Okay. My glowstone is actually in here. And we'll grab ourselves this crushed quartz, make ourselves some quartz glass, and we should be able to make ourselves this crafting terminal. Oh yeah, of course, quartz glass. Okay, that, and then the ME terminal. And this thing will allow us to see what's inside of our ME system, but I want to be able to craft while we're inside of it. So we're going to make this crafting terminal. We are going to need a cable. So, you know what? Let's do that. And we'll pop that there. Okay, now this will allow us to see what's inside our crafting system, in our ME system, sorry. But unfortunately, we can't really do too much. I need to go and get myself some nether quartz. So, I'm going to do that. I need some more redstone. Is that like literally all the redstone that I have? That in 21 pieces? Because that just isn't going to be enough. I feel like it is, you know. Yeah. Those 20 pieces. So, I need some redstone and I need some, what do you call it, nether quartz. So, I'm going to go and do that. Be back with you in a bit. Welcome back, guys, and I think I've got everything now apart from the iron. I just need to grab myself some iron, which I'm sure that I have plenty of somewhere knocking around. I'm hoping that's going to be enough, but I'm not entirely certain. But I do have a iron. Ah, I knew I had a bunch of iron somewhere. Let's just get this up, put that in there, get those out. Okay, so what we need now is we need to create ourselves some of these 4K storage, okay? And we've got 10 of those, which is good. And then, yep, we need to create these 4K ME storage cells, okay? There we go. And we just right click and we put these in here, okay? And what these allow us to do is, oh yeah, the ME controller was sucking all of the power, so I had to get rid of it. But there we go. And then what this allows us to do is literally put everything in here. Is there anything like in here? I did stumble across a little dungeon while I was out exploring. Let's get rid of some of these. I always like to keep a stack of logs on me at all times. I don't really think I need any of this stuff. We mainly need this, these. Just trying to think of anything else that might be worth having on us. Something that we'll need at like pretty much all the time is what I'm thinking. Yeah, okay, cool. And we could just dump all of this in here. Okay. And I'm just going to do that. And then what we can do is we can go ahead and we can break these. And we can shove all of this stuff inside our ME system. Like so. There's actually a bunch of toast in there. And then, when we need something, it's like all in one place. This is something that I like to get set up really early in Minecraft. Especially in modded, it really helps out. It really makes things just a ton easier to be organized, you know. Okay, so that's those done. Let's grab these. And it's going to clean up our base so much as well. I mean, we ain't going to have all of these horrible stuff just sort of lying around. Then I think I'm going to teach you guys how to make the windmill, because we do have some time left in this episode. I did this a lot quicker than I thought I would. I was anticipating this taking the entire episode, but it doesn't. It only took half of it, which is good. It means that I can get to doing some windmills, and we can sort out the problem that we are having over by our windmill farm. The power problem. So, let's just get all of these done, because we are going to need to make some stuff. That much is apparent. Grab those. Now, I'm hoping that all of this is indeed going to fit inside of our ME system. Although I've not done the math, but it looks like it will. Grab those. Something is shining there. Okay. Duly noted that these scrolls, they shine. Yep. And this is just so easy to do. Now, unfortunately, this ME system does drag a little bit of power. And we'll sort that power out, I think, in the next episode. In the next episode, I think what I want to do is I want to work on this place. Because this place, let's face it, we've not got much done in this place. This place is looking rather not good. Best way I can put it, not good. Okay. So there. That's everything, right? Yep, okay. So one thing that I want to go over with you guys, we can throw ourselves these toast in there now, is I did make this enchanter. It's very easy to make. It's just a little bit of dark steel. And dark steel with 2 diamonds and a book. I assume you know how to get those. But dark steel is very, very, very easy. It's just literally coal powder, which you get from pulverizing coal. You might actually be able to use coal. You can use tiny coal. Obsidian and iron in an alloy smelter. It does take a little bit of a while to do. I will tell you that now. It does take a little bit of time. But that's okay. It just takes a little bit of time. Okay. So, what we're going to need now is we need a bucket. And we don't actually have that many buckets. And what we want to do is we want to click this auto search JEI synchronized. So when we type in it here, look, we're going to get ourselves a bucket. Okay. And I want to make myself 8 buckets, like so. And the reason I want to do this is because we could just go ahead and do this. Because we're going to make a windmill blade, we're going to need a couple of things. So the first thing we are going to need is treated wood, which is this here. And we are just going to auto craft it like so. Yep, okay. Just makes things a little bit easier for us. And we'll go through those 8 buckets worth of creosote. Oh, should go through it relatively quickly. Makes it so much easier to craft stuff. Ah, cool. Okay. So let's just go and get ourselves 16, make ourselves that. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to create something called a windmill blade, right? Which is this thing right here. Okay. And we need, I think it's 8 of these we need. Yep, okay. So we're going to throw those in there. And then we're going to go and type in If I could spell windmill, would be absolutely amazing, wouldn't it? Okay, we're going to create this windmill blade. Okay. And then what we're going to need is we're going to need, if you remember, we used one of these kinetic dynamos. We're going to use another one of those. Kinetic. There's. And this does require a little bit of stuff, so we are going to make ourselves some copper plates. I'm sure I have a hammer. Yes. Okay, let's make ourselves 16. Okay. And let's do that. And then we want wire cutters, because I think it's because they've used a bit of durability. They ain't going to auto-craft. Okay, cool. Okay. And we need that. Okay. Why do I keep putting a C? It's an E. And we'll make ourselves a copper coil block. And finally, the kinetic dynamo. Okay. Why is it always night? It's always night. I tell you, I swear. Okay. And before we go there, what we're going to do is we're just going to stop by this farm, because you will need some of these here. Okay. So I'm just going to... No. Thank you. I thought things were going. Now, I always leave these at 1 tall. You can cut them down and get 2. But they seem to grow quicker when you leave half of the plant still alive. Now, I've not tested that. That's not like confirmed. I'm not telling you, do that because that's what's going to happen. I noticed that it seems to look, we've already got 1 spawn in. And before you know it, you're going to be swamping in these things. Okay. So we're going to need some more energy conduits, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. So let's just go and make a couple of those. Actually, I have 22. That might be enough. Let's put some of these away. And then we'll go ahead and we'll put this in. Now, if you look, I've actually put it in 1 out. And we are going to make that look a little prettier later on. So if we go out here, I believe it's right above... Is it right above the log? I'm not sure exactly where I've put it, actually. Let's go and have another log. Can we run, please, game? Yeah, it's just above the log. Okay. And I went and broke that block, didn't I? So, you're really going to be like that game? Okay. Really, 7? This again? Yes. Yes, this again. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the dynamo there. And we're going to right-click the windmill blade onto it, like so. And then that's going to start turning. Now, you may notice that windmill blade, that's a little bit different. A little bit different from the other ones. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take you out and you out. And we will make this look a little bit prettier a little later on. But for now, I just want to get it hooked up. Okay, so we're just going to hook this up like so. Come on, place. There we go. We'll probably take it all the way around the top and then bring it down here in the end. Right? But it still looks a little bit different, you know? It doesn't have these sails on it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to make these sails. My eye's twitching. So let's go and make those sails. And you make these sails. These are called wind sails, I think. Windmill sail. Windmill sail. Okay. And these are made through this tough fabric. And this is made... Do I not have sticks? Okay, we'll just make ourselves a stack of sticks. Make ourselves a bunch of fabric. I don't know if we're going to have enough to make 8 of these, which is what we need. No. So close, so close. Let's go and have a little bit of a chop down of our crops. And we should hopefully be able to get enough. Like I said, these seem to grow quite quickly when you chop them down and you leave half the plant. I've not had to struggle at all for this, you know. It's usually, oh, I don't have enough. Come out here, chop these down. They usually have enough then. So hopefully we've got enough now. We only need the 1 more sail anyway. So it's not like we need a grand total of a ton. Okay, so we need wind, mill sail. 4 of those. And there we go. So you get these windmill sails, okay? And these windmill sails just increase the speed at which they spin around at. And I love the immersive engineering stuff. And I'm honestly thinking we'll probably put this on most houses. And then you just got to make sure you look at the central block and just right click. And as you can see, it's adding the sails to the windmill. And this spins faster, which is really kind of cool. Now, I do want to redesign this house on the inside a little bit in the near future, because I want to get a couple of windmills up here so we can start, you know, I mean, we've only got 24 sugarcane, but we have quite a bit of wood. You know, but I'm thinking I want to put these over there. I'm thinking. And then these along this wall. But I'm not entirely certain yet. We'll come up with something, I'm sure. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode, guys. So if you've enjoyed the video, please do consider leaving a like. It really helps out the channel, and I really do appreciate it. So please do leave that like. And click subscribe if you want to see more from me. Guys, I'm Casey. I want to thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.